Hello, we are back after a little break and in the best province for history lovers in the whole of China. That is Shanxi Province, and in this video we will see some very cool old Yuan Dynasty wooden buildings, murals, carvings, perhaps the most beautiful glazed pagoda anywhere in China, and a 1300-year-old giant iron Buddha head. So where exactly are we? Shanxi is in the heart of China, and the small city of Linfen is in the south of that province. We will start a little north of Linfen in the hills around Hongtong County.
Welcome back to another video, guys. I'm here in Hongtong County, which is just north of Linfen in Shanxi Province, and we're going to one of the oldest, most famous temples in China. It's the Guangsheng Temple. As you can see in the distance, the pagoda on top of the hill is our final destination. However, in this temple there are Yuan Dynasty wooden buildings, Buddhist and Taoist buildings, this Ming Dynasty pagoda, Yuan Dynasty murals, everything. Let's go. So this is the lower monastery. Guangsheng Monastery has two main parts, the lower and the upper. The upper is about 200-300 meters up the mountain. So let's just have a look and see what's going on in here. There are a few very famous old Yuan Dynasty buildings here. The entrance is beautiful. This is the main gateway to the lower temple. It doesn't have an exact date, but it may well be Yuan Dynasty, given that the other buildings inside, which have clear dates, are definitely from that era. The Yuan Dynasty was the Mongol-led era, kind of 12 to 1300s. Oh, the woodwork's lovely. Looks old. So the pagoda is the main kind of draw card for this place, because it's one of the most famous and beautiful anywhere in China. But honestly, down in this lower temple, these buildings are out of this world. So much history here. Fantastic. This is the main hall behind me. It was built in 1309, which dates it very firmly in the Yuan Dynasty. It is absolutely beautiful. Beautiful, although a lot of the things that were once inside it are long gone, unfortunately. It's beautiful and old. Should we have a little look inside? Let's go.
The walls in this hall are mostly empty now. During the early 1920s, a period of political instability in China, the monks from the temple struck a deal to sell the murals to pay for temple renovations. The murals were stripped and shipped to the USA and can still be seen in the Nelson Atkins Museum of Art in Kansas City and the New York Met, amongst others.
So the other main part of the lower temple is the Shanxi Temple, the Temple of the Water God, which is just a little bit over there. It's also got some more Yuan Dynasty era buildings in it. I'm having a great time. I love this province. Well, I think I'm just going to the back of the Shanxi Temple. But look at that beauty. This is also the Yuan Dynasty building. Wonderful. Let's have a look. Now, interestingly, because this is a temple to a water god, it's a Taoist belief. This monastery, which is mostly Buddhist, of course, does therefore incorporate some Taoist elements as well. It's not unheard of in China, where you've got a combination of Buddhist and Taoist temples together, but it's not common either.
Dating to 1319, during China's Yuan Dynasty, this temple is dedicated to a water god associated with a nearby spring. It isn't the largest of halls, but it is a wonderful example of Yuan Dynasty wooden architecture, and it is covered in murals. The real treasure here, however, lies inside. The murals covering the walls are also dated to the Yuan Dynasty and are beautifully preserved. As with the previous temple, some of the murals originally from this temple currently reside in New York. However, what remains here is fantastic. The scenes show the water god holding court and your normal mortals doing normal everyday mortal things. Although there are other halls and murals dating to similar times in this province, around the rest of China you will struggle to find many such buildings. This is a rare treat. Anyway, it's about time to leave the lower monastery and head to the upper monastery. Let's go.
There's also a Qing Dynasty stage here from 1699, but I'm looking at that pagoda and it's not getting any closer, is it? Let's hike. Man, it is cold today as well, I'm serious. It's -11 at the moment. My hands and my lips and face are frozen. Alright, we're getting there, slowly. Well, this walk is maybe a little bit warmer, not quite as cold anymore. Oh, also, first glimpse of the flying rainbow pagoda. So we're up on the top of Huo Mountain now, which is where the pagoda in the upper monastery is. 70 renminbi for a ticket here, which is quite steep. A lot of places in Shanxi, like old temples, are actually free. But there is a lot to see. It's worth the money, I think. So the pagoda was finished in 1527. It took about 12 years to build. Makes it Ming Dynasty. Similar to the rest of the buildings in this upper part of the temple. It is spectacular. It's the tallest glazed pagoda anywhere in China. It's about 47 meters high.
This is the focal point of the whole temple. Glazed tile pagodas are not that common, but this is without doubt the best example anywhere in China. Covered in Buddhist imagery, mythical beasts and floral designs, you can spend a long time looking at this one. Expect a sore neck when you finally leave.
I mean, this is pretty high on the most beautiful pagodas I've ever seen. I'm getting close to that 100 number as well. If you're following the if you're following the count, keep an eye on the map. You can't climb the pagoda. Just you can come in the bottom floor. There are some steps I just saw, but yeah, they're blocked off. So never mind. What an absolutely beautiful piece of architecture, though. So obviously the temple up here is kind of overshadowed by the pagoda, but some of these buildings, they are also old, not as old as the lower monastery, the Ming Dynasty, 1400s, but they are just spectacular.
The lower temple buildings just behind the pagoda are also full of treasures. Unlike the murals of the lower temple, the upper temple is all about the clay and wooden figurines. Hundreds of Ming Dynasty clay figures and scenes fill the halls. There is so much to look at here. The main hall of the temple, although dating to the Ming Dynasty, contains a slightly older Yuan Dynasty treasure. The Buddhas of the Three Ages are works of art and make for a very nice end to a Guangsheng Temple visit. One last thing before we wrap up this video though, let's get back to the city.
Alright, I'm looking for a temple with a massive Buddha head in it and a pagoda. It's in these alleyways somewhere. It's a random little place, this. But the temple is right in front of me. So the pagoda dates to 1715, which is Qing Dynasty. But what's inside the pagoda is the real treasure here. Alright, let's go in and have a look. This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. What an absolute privilege it is to be here. This is about 1300 years old, iron cast. Unbelievable.
There are very few iron cast items of this size and at this age anywhere. This is also not well known at all, so if you're looking for a gem that is still far off the tourist trail, this is the place to come.
Alright guys, I think we're going to wrap it up there. Been an interesting time here in Linfen. I'm looking forward to the rest of this trip, heading further north and looking for some amazing old architecture. So all the best guys, I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.